What's going on, guys? Tristan24 here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we've got championship predictions, match week 44, and there's some really big games going on this week. Kicking it off with Bournemouth against Brentford. What a massive game this is. Now, if you didn't know, Bournemouth have been on an insane run recently, and they found themselves third in the championship after Swansea and Brentford have messed up. Reading's messed up, so we took them, and Barnsley. They didn't really mess up, but they dropped a few points a few weeks ago, which meant Bournemouth could overtake them, and fair play to Bournemouth. They've done that really well, taking their chance, and they can still finish second. Unbelievable that. But a tough game against Brentford, never easy, and both teams are going to want this. I think if Bournemouth win, then they can still have a chance on getting top two. Same with Brentford, but a draw or a loss for either side will mean that they can no longer get second spot. The automatics. Both teams, I'd say Brentford more deserve second throughout the season. They went on that mad run of wins. But Bournemouth, you know, they've had spells where they've been good this season, spells where they haven't been that good this season. So Brentford on the whole deserve second more. I don't think either side are going to get it. I think there'll be playoffs for both teams. It's just what order they'll be in. But for prediction in this game, finally, the bit you've all been waiting for. Bournemouth against Brentford, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Barnsley against Rotherham is the next game. Now, Rotherham, they've still got a few games in hand. I think they've still got 2 games in hand on the teams above them. Barnsley, I think they'll have the playoffs wrapped up now. I think if they win on Saturday and then on Sunday Reading lose, that will pretty much confirm it for them with only 2 games left. I think it will actually confirm it for them mathematically as well. I can't see Rotherham getting anything out of this game. They're away from home. Barnsley are just quality at the moment, and I think they're going to win 3-0. Blackburn against Huddersfield now. Now, both teams, surprisingly, are at the bottom end of the championship. Blackburn, more surprisingly, as last season they were fighting still for a late playoff place. However, this season is different. And this game, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it because I don't think it's going to be that interesting. I'm going to say it now, 0-0 draw. Boring game, that one. Going on to a more exciting game, Cardiff against Wycombe. Now, Wycombe, Akinfenwa got his first ever championship goal, I do believe. It's from the spot against Bristol to win them a massive 3 points midweek. I think that was midweek. Yeah, it was midweek. Wednesday night football, that was. Brilliant for Wycombe. Still a chance of staying up, although it's very slim. But for a score prediction in this game, Cardiff, they've had a few penalties recently. Kiefer Moore, of course, taking them. They've got nothing to play for, and that's why I'm going to say Wycombe are going to get a point out of this one in a 1-1 draw. Coventry against Preston next. Now, this one, Coventry, they're safe. They've just got a massive 3-2 win against Stoke, which confirms they are going to be in the Championship next season. Preston, they probably will be safe, but they're just down there, which is worrying for them. Not good to scroll down and then see Preston. You want to be seeing them as soon as you click on the Championship table at the top end, where they were last season. But for this game, Coventry, they've been in really good form recently. Over the last few games. I think they're going to win this one 2-0 at home, and this could be one of their final games at St Andrews, as next season they'll be able to move back to their own stadium. I'm not too sure of the name of it because they haven't been there for a few years now, but yeah, next season they'll actually have their own stadium in the Championship, which will be brilliant for all Coventry fans, and Championship teams will be able to finally go there to play Coventry. Next up is a really big game at the bottom end of the Championship, more so for Derby than Birmingham. Birmingham, I think they're safe. Lee Bowyer, what a job he's done since he's come in at Birmingham. I think they'll be safe now, Birmingham, for another season in the Championship. Derby, though, completely different story. They're so close to the drop. If Rotherham win their games in hand and remaining games, then Derby really are in trouble. Sheffield Wednesday aren't even relegated yet, or Wycombe, so they could finish still bottom of the table. That's unlikely to happen at the moment, but Derby, I can't see them getting points at the moment from this game or the next few. But for a score prediction in this game against Birmingham, they're just on a roll at the moment, Birmingham, which means I'm going to predict them to win 2-0. Middlesbrough against Sheffield Wednesday is the next game. Now, Middlesbrough, nothing to play for. They did beat, who was it? I'm not too sure who they beat midweek, Middlesbrough, but it was one of the teams fighting for something. They beat them 2-1 after coming from behind. Sheffield Wednesday, they just got a win against Blackburn, held on to the 1-0 lead throughout that game. But in this one, I think Sheffield Wednesday are going to put everything into this one in a 1-1 draw at the Riverside. I think they'll get a late goal just to secure the point, and hopefully for them, not relegate them yet. Maybe next week we'll see them relegated, maybe. I don't want that, nobody wants that, but if it gives them an extra week to fight, then that's an extra week without pain for Sheffield Wednesday fans. Next up is Forest against Stoke. Now, if you didn't know what happened on the final day of last season, well, I don't know if you've been following the Championship or not. Well, last season, on the final day, Forest had Stoke, Swansea had Reading. All the Forest fans will love me for reminding them of this. But basically, Forest were in control of the playoff spot, and on the final day, Swansea had Reading away, same as we do this exact match week, and Forest had Stoke at home. All they had to do, Forest, was not lose by, I think it was a 6 or 5 goal margin in the swing of the goal difference, something like that, something crazy, and it happened dramatically, and Forest lost 4-1, so just for that, I'm going to have to say Forest 1, Stoke 4 as a score prediction, and if that happens, absolute scenes. QPR take on Norwich next. Now, this is going to be a tough game. QPR midweek, they just beat Swansea, deserved the win, to be honest. They just outplayed us. It's not going to be easy for Norwich at all to beat these. After they've won the league, well, not won the league, got promoted, they haven't been picking up as many points, or I don't think they've actually picked up any points since they've been promoted to the Premier League again, which is worrying for Norwich, but, you know, it's sort of an excuse at the moment. They did just lose a massive game to Watford. It looks like Watford now will finish in the second spot. But we'll talk about that in the next game to predict, which is Watford Millwall. But for this one, QPR, do not estimate them. Next season, I'm telling you, they're going to be up there. But for this game, I'm going to predict a 1-1 draw at Loftus Road. Watford Millwall is the next game to predict. Now, Watford, if they win this, they are promoted. It's massive for them. They're home. Everything's in their favour, apart from Millwall, who are the travelling visitors. There's nothing on the line for Millwall in this one, but they could help out Swansea, Brentford, Bournemouth massively if they did get the win. For Swansea, we can only finish second now on goal difference, but that's unlikely to happen. I think we need to score 15 goals in 3 games, which we haven't scored more than 3 in a game this season. So I can't see how that's going to happen. For Bournemouth, they can still get 87 points, I do believe, or 86 points. So they can still get top 2 if Watford draw. Same with Brentford. I think they can get to 87 points. Yeah, that's it. Both can get to 86. One's get to 85, and Brentford get to 87. Which means Watford win, they get up to 88 points, which means they are promoted to the Premier League straight away. But I'm going to throw a spanner in the works here, say Millwall are going to score and win 1-0 away at Vicarage Road and keep Brentford, Swansea and Bournemouth's hopes of top 2 alive, but a slim belief of getting top 2. Reading against Swans. Now, I touched on it at the Forest game when I was predicting that against Stoke. Same result I'm going to go for here. 4-1 Swansea. I'm not confident in saying this. I'm just saying it for the fun of it. I think we might actually lose or draw this one. Not confident at all that we're going to win it. But I'm just chucking that prediction out there. Honestly, I think something needs to change. It looks like he's going to be out until the derby game. Not a derby game as in versus Cardiff, you know what I mean, versus the club Derby County, in case I confused anyone there. But Reading, never easy to go away to. The last few times we've been there, though, we've won 4-1. And I think that's going to happen again. Well, I don't really believe it. I'm just saying it, to be honest. Honest prediction, probably a 2-1 Swansea win. Or 1-1. Or 1-0. I can see Reading scoring in this one. But just for banter, just for a laugh, I'll say 4-1 Swansea. Final game to predict on Sunday. The 2 o'clock kickoff or 1 o'clock kickoff is one of them. Is Bristol against Luton now. Luton, brilliant. Next season, I think they can make a push for the playoffs. They've got the togetherness. I don't know the word to say it. I'm not going to keep on thinking about the word, but yeah. There's a word to describe it and I can't think of it because my mind's gone blank. But Bristol, next season will be interesting for them as well with Nigel Pearson, not Lee Johnson like I said in the last video. But for this one, I do think Luton are going to win 2-0 against Bristol. Both teams nothing to play for, but I think Luton will just outplay Bristol in this one. So, I know I haven't mentioned the prediction league in this video, so on screen now will be the prediction league. So make sure you get your comments your predictions in the comment section so you can be involved in the prediction league for next week, and then you will be on the table and I'll work it out from there. Please do not edit your comments, otherwise I will not add them on to your scores because it's seen as cheating. Then I can tell if you have edited a comment because in brackets next to it says edited, and then I won't count anything that is in that comment if it is predictions. But yeah, if all my predictions as well do come true, then on screen now will be what the table is looking like going into the last 2 games of the season. Wow, this season's gone quick. Wow, only like, it feels like 2-3 months ago we were just away at Preston, beating them 1-0, Morgan Gibbs-White as well. That seems a long time ago that we had Morgan Gibbs-White for Swansea fans. But I'll stop rambling on about that because some of you guys don't have a clue what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Not too sure if there'll be any watch-alongs this weekend. Maybe a few vlogs uploading to the channel because now lockdown's easing where you can go out now, so more vlogs will be filmed and uploaded on the channel, guys. So if you have enjoyed, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment your predictions if you entered in the prediction league, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.